Other stuff going on in the media today. Beyonce's album is getting released today. B-Day. A lot of people are kind of shitting on Beyonce's album, and that's kind of whack. A lot of people are saying that the album ain't all that. A lot of hate being spread on Beyonce. That's the thing with black women. A lot of black women are generally big ass haters. I hate, whatever, send your emails, send your letters, but a lot of black women are big fucking haters. And Beyonce oftentimes gets placed under that hater scope. A lot of sisters be hating on her because Beyonce is the shit. Stop hating on Beyonce, women. Beyonce is the shit. Looks great. Bitch can dance her ass off. And she can sing her ass off. Beyonce types come around like once every 10 years. And I don't like to see people just shit on somebody just for the sake of shitting on them. Beyonce is fly. Beyonce is the shit. Rally behind her. Don't sit up and celebrate the critics dissing this bitch's album. So what? She might have caught a brick. The album might not be all that. That bitch will come back on the next album. But I look at these message boards and I see all these sisters just shitting on Beyonce this. I don't like Beyonce that. Beyonce, she dances too hoish. Beyonce weave is fucked up, blah, 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 blah. Y'all fat bitches cut that shit out. Especially Miss Jones out there at Hot 97 in New York. And I heard, I don't know how true this is, they said that Miss Jones was suspended for a couple of weeks for dissing Beyonce's mom. And for those of you who don't know the story, Beyonce was up at the radio station in New York, Hot 97, doing some interviews with the sister station in the same building. And Beyonce passed Miss Jones in the hallway or something like that. And Beyonce was very cordial. She went up to give her a kiss on the cheek. And in an extreme move of haterism, Miss Jones stopped her and she was like, well, I don't do the Hollywood kiss on the cheek thing. Which was some real punk ass shit. But Beyonce was cool. Beyonce just kind of walked off, charged it to the game. She didn't make a fuss about it. But Beyonce's mom stepped to Mrs. Jones and said, hey, you shitting on my daughter, whoop-de-whoop, I want to thank you for talking about my daughter because you made, her album #1. And Miss Jones said some shit like, you need to thank MAC Makeup for removing all the old from your face. I'm paraphrasing, but she said some real greasy shit like that. And I heard that they suspended her, which they rightfully should. Miss Jones is on some bullshit. That's a real hater move. Somebody comes up to you, try to give you a hug, a kiss or whatever, and you just kind of shit on them like that or just diss them like that. Back in the day, man, there used to be something called journalistic integrity. As broadcasters, as journalists, there was like an unwritten rule that you're somewhat courteous to people when they're in your home. The home being your station. But we have this whole subculture in radio now where it's cool to diss folks and diss them in their face for no reason. That shit is corny, man. That shit is hella corny. Miss Jones, you're a sucker ass bitch for doing that. That's a very haterish move, and you're doing that because you got a lot of self-hate about you. Your shit ain't together no more. That's some fat bitch hater shit, and you need to be called out for that. And unfortunately, a lot of quote-unquote hip-hop DJs are on that bullshit now. Not all of them, because you have two types of hip-hop DJs. There are two types. You have the hip-hop enthusiasts. Those are the cats who are into the hip-hop DJ game because they have a heartfelt love for hip-hop. These are like the DJ Kid Capri's. I think K-Slay. K-Slay is really into the culture. These guys have been DJs for a long time, like Red Alert, Mr. Magic, like Julio G out here on the West Coast, the Greg Max. All these guys got into hip-hop radio as DJs because they wanted to really represent the culture. Unfortunately, these kind of DJs are kind of far in between now, because we have another genre of hip-hop DJ, which is the failed rapper, the failed singer. You have a lot of guys and females who wanted to be R&B singers and who wanted to be rappers. That didn't pan out, so they had to settle for a radio job, and they hate on everybody that's out there. And that fucks up the game. And that's one of the kind of DJs Miss Jones is. She's one of those failed artists that hate on every bitch that comes in the game. That shit is corny. Have journalistic integrity. Don't hate on motherfuckers just to be hating on them. God damn. Man. But I digress. I know y'all ready to get back to the macking. You know, but I gotta call out the dumb shit every now and then. You know, I call shit out. I call it like I see it. Shit. And all y'all sisters, stop hating on these message boards before I start getting on your asses. I already had to destroy one site. That Lipstick Alley site. Y'all remember that show I did about them bitches? I had to destroy them. I had to destroy every little credibility that site had. That site is like a laughing stock now. Which it was already a laughing stock, but I took away what little cred that site had. I just went on and destroyed it completely. Nobody takes that site seriously. Some people need to be spanked every now and then. I'm the bitch spanker.